Hey yo, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the Jaguar's Den. My name is Jenny Jaguar, and I'm about to get into an Aries shadow work reading. Okay, so this is designed to help you understand who you are becoming, what's influencing you beneath the surface, and where your path is leading next. Now, this spread is going to ask 7 questions, which will help you reveal your hidden desires, motivations, challenges, and tests that may be shaping your choices without you even realizing it. So, as usual, take what resonates, leave the rest, and please use your discernment. This space is dedicated for anyone on a path of deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. All right. So if you get triggered, I apologize. I'm just here to help you grow. All right. So let's get into it. Spirit, what's the overall energy for my Aries right now? Got the star. Excuse me. All right. So I have the star. Oh, wow. Star, 2 of Swords, Magician, and the Death card. So it's looking like you were having hope in something, but then after some indecision, you change your mind about somebody. And Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's funny. Knight of Wands and the Chariot. This is giving like maybe a star was cut off from a magician, or you have hope in something, but you get cut off and then you manifest something else with the ending. Now, if we do it this way, oh my goodness. It could be a Gemini or Aquarius. You could be dealing with the air sign Aries, but Gemini or Aquarius type energy. Somebody that you always wanted to be with, somebody that you had high hopes for, somebody that you were indecisive about, okay? Maybe this is a flashy person, but I don't know, maybe you're in indecision about them and ultimately you decided to cut them off, or you decided to take action with the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So if this is business or career, maybe you have plans to be a star and maybe you were blocked, or either you were blocked by somebody or you were stuck in indecision, or the divine was blocking your intuition so you wouldn't progress faster than you should or something. I don't know, child. But it looks like you are manifesting your, what is it? It looks like success is coming to you now. And whatever blockages that you were going through are now out of the way. Now, what could be deterring you from this career blockage could be this Knight of Wands energy. It could be just your self-motivation altogether. Something about being in an alignment, maybe wanting to travel, maybe wanting to move, maybe having the strength to repair or move past broken relationships, doing the inner growth. Or maybe you're watching somebody be single, or maybe you want to be in this independent Empress status energy. Something about needing to manage your emotions, though. I don't know, child. So it resonates. Excuse me. Now, that is current energy. If that sound like it's you, then child, you in the right place. Signs I get: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Scorpio. Leo and Cancer with this Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let's see, major, minor, of course, something else. Oh, you know what? The fact that I'm coughing, so it may not want me to say this information. Then, baby, I do what the divine asked me to do. Okay. All right, so 7 questions. Let me get all of these out before I even do anything, child. Somebody is stuck in their head. Maybe somebody was being a trickster, trying to manipulate a star out here, and they got cut off. Trying to be slick. Trying to be slick, got slipped. And so, Aries, maybe this is you doing the cutting off. All right, so let's see. Cut the deck, child. All right, Spirit. What is my Aries placement secret? 1, 2, 3. Jesus. 4. Major card upright, minor reverse. 5, 6, 7, child. 5, 6, 7. I like how the 7 keeps ending with the 7 card. Oh, Jesus, you got the devil at the bottom of the deck. You got Satan on your heels. Okay? Hope you got your shoelaces tied up tight. Okay? Because Satan is at your heels, child. Say your prayers. All right, right now, your secret desire is the 4 of Cups. So, with this deck, don't you want to do some tarot with some people? You want to review a relationship? Maybe you want to regather with a relationship? Maybe considering this 4 of Cups to me, whenever I use this deck and I get the 4 of Cups, granted, yes, it could be contemplation. Maybe you want to review, I don't know, but why would you want to review a situation? Anyhow, let me get to what I'm saying. Whenever I get this 4 of Cups, this is like either somebody going to talk to them people, either getting a tarot deck, doing mirror magic, some type of spiritual something. Somebody is talking to some people, okay, on the other side. Your secret desire is to talk to people. So maybe you feel like your spirit guides have left you. They're not talking to you. The answers aren't coming. Can you clarify the 4 of Cups for my Aries secret desire? Over explaining everything, anxiety, insecurity, rambling, pretending to like people, masking, people pleasing, exhaustion. Okay. So if you are an Aries, either looking for a job or working a job, maybe like in sales or dealing with somebody where you always having to over explain, you would rather have the roles flipped. So instead of you trying to plead your case, you would rather have people plead their case to you. You would, instead of you going out chasing for clients, you would rather have clients come chasing you. You are pretending to like people. People pleasing, exhaustion, tired of over explaining everything. So maybe you have insecurities, maybe people questioning your value, your self-worth. Mm-mm. And then you're manifesting sleep. I don't know, something about spiritual fatigue. Let's see what that is, shall we? Mm. Spiritual fatigue or spiritual exhaustion is a deep sense of inner depletion that goes beyond physical or mental tiredness. It is an erosion of faith, purpose, or inner peace, often arising when your core values conflict with your daily reality, leaving you feeling disconnected and emotionally numb. Core drivers are misalignment, feeling drained from constantly trying to live out your values in an environment that resists them, inner conflict, unresolved, repressed emotions, or limiting beliefs that drain your vital energy, faith, purpose, loss, disillusionment with a higher power, or feeling like your spiritual practices, prayer, or meditation have become void of meaning. Damn. So, common signs: persistent inner emptiness, feeling hollow even when achieving goals or receiving support, apathy and upside down values, unexplained indifference towards things you normally care about, combined with obsessive worry over trivial matters. And then there's emotional numbness, a deep disconnection where you struggle to sense purpose, hear guidance, or feel connected to others and the world. All right. Damn. If any of y'all feel like this, I sincerely offer my condolences. I do have some resources and services that you can look at, links in the description box that'll help you reset all that. So if you're interested, um, just check the link in the description box. But child, yeah. So you're faking the funk. All right, faking the funk. Hold on. All right. So what you secret hate? You secretly hate the emperor. You hate yourself. You hate your energy. You hate being the boss. You hate having to call the shots. You hate having to be disciplined. You hate being in charge. You hate having to set boundaries. Let's see. Can you clarify this emperor for my Aries secret hate? Maybe there's another Aries that you're dealing with that you secretly hate. Scrolling instead of healing, just a phase, calling it a phase, minimization, escapism. Is it a particular goal you're trying to get, a particular business you're trying to get off the ground, particular career path you're trying to get going and it has remained stagnant and you're calling it a phase? And instead of doing the healing work, you're scrolling. Now, this could also be somebody else that has become an emperor and you stay up night scrolling their social media instead of healing, and you're blaming your stagnancy on a phase. Hey, girl. Hey, ma'am. Okay, so keep in mind with this Emperor here, it could be a certain issue or problem that you want fixed either in your health, your relationship, your career, and maybe it's something you keep seeing ads for and you want to say, oh no, I already found the answer. I already found the answer. Maybe it's something that you've been avoiding. Maybe something that an Emperor or Aries sells or something. I don't know, child. And you're scrolling, looking through the posts, watching people get transformations or improvements. Meanwhile, you're just calling your situation a phase while other people are getting results. Okay. I don't know, child. Take it resonates. Number 3, your secret challenge. Queen of Swords. And one thing that's interesting about this Queen of Swords, like she has different options. So she probably can be nice or she can be gentle. And so maybe at some point, this is your secret challenge. Maybe you're used to being rough and tough, but maybe now you need to be gentle. So maybe your approach needs to change, and that's your challenge, because maybe you're so used to being this dragon, so used to being dismissive. Maybe it's you're used to being the help and not asking for help. That could be difficult. This could be a cross watcher reading too, child. So take it how it resonates. I don't know. Now, your secret need is a Two of Pentacles reverse. And I clarified that was supposed to be reversed. So, why would you need to be a Pentacles reverse? So this reveals the reverse Two of Pentacles reveals a state of disarray and difficulty in managing priorities. The person may feel pulled in too many directions, struggling to maintain control. This is what you need. So are you not doing anything, Aries? This is giving like the energy of an Aries that it says you need to be. So this somewhat spirit getting out on somebody. Aries, this say that you got too much time in your hands. Spirit say you got too much time in your hands. Oh, major core upright, minor reverse. Four of Pentacles. That was clarified by the Four of Pentacles. That's supposed to be reversed. That is your secret need. You got too much time on your hands. If this is in love, this is a lack of focus on love, tension caused by external pressures, emotional distance. Maybe that's what you secretly need. Tasks slipping through the cracks, struggling to manage multiple projects effectively. Maybe some like you're doing too much and you need to let some things fall through the wayside. In finances, difficulty keeping up with payments, poor financial management. That is saying that's what you secretly need. In verse 2 of Pentacles urges you to take a step back and evaluate where the energy is being spent. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you need to take a step back and look and see where your energy is being spent, your finances. Like you need to balance things out. It's funny because the Queen of Swords is over here and the Emperor. So something with this red, something about, especially with these alarms going out, but something about your base chakra could be important. that your spirit guides are trying to trigger you to heal. Maybe something about healing a lack mindset with your finances, something about stability. I don't know, child. Take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Now, let's see. Can you clarify this Two of Pentacles reverse for their secret need? Man. Major upright, minor reverse. Okay. Said yes when you meant to say no. So this is you agreeing to do too many things, and you need to set boundaries and tell people that you're not going to do things. This is you agreeing to do things you don't want to do. With the devil at the bottom of the deck. So like being bound to stuff. Maybe this is signing up for contracts. Agreeing to work with people. Scrolling instead of healing. Maybe it's like online shopping or something. I don't know, child. Take it how it fits. Now, your secret test is a Two of Swords. Can you follow your intuition? Can you be decisive? Can you trust your gut? This girl has her heart out in the open, but her gut is secure. So it's kind of saying like you wear your heart on your sleeve so you can see who is really for you, who is really against you. And then you trust your gut instincts on how to react, on how to navigate things. So maybe you Aries were in a lot of relationships where it seemed promising, it seemed like people would work with you, but they're just not your ideal group of people, group of friends, lovers, co-workers, whatever it is. You got too much time on your hands. All right, so your secret motivation is this Empress energy. And I don't know, the way that this Empress energy is looking at this Two of Swords, it's looking like this Empress is kind of paranoid, thinking some people are after her. So notice how this Two of Swords, this is your secret test. And notice how you're on guard. So it's like you have to be on attack. Original Two of Swords is protected. Okay? Like they're protecting their heart. This person has their heart wide open. They're okay with the smoke because they're probably pure heart sincerity. They're trusting their gut instincts with people, and they don't give a F about who is telling them. I don't know, maybe you have people trying to manipulate you, trying to talk you into going certain directions, being around certain people. And if you said no, if you rejected, like they would try to make you feel bad about it. But maybe further down the line something happens and like, man, you better be glad Aries you didn't go because X and X did this, so and so did that. And so it was just like, I told you. I told you, go run along. All right. So let's see. Can you clarify? Well, I mean, the Empress is pretty much self-explanatory when it comes to your secret motivation. Like you want this abundant energy. And maybe at some point, something clicked in you and you felt like success is the only way to have stability and protection. maybe you need some sort of amount of success to protect you from certain people. You have certain people running, chasing up after you, trying to attack you, gossiping about you, slandering you. What could be keeping my Aries placements from this Empress energy? Can't even. Overwhelmed, shut down. You put too many responsibilities on your plate. All right. So, what can you accomplish? Seven of Pentacles. You can't get far. But what is it? Now, this Seven of Pentacles, it does talk about take time to stop and reflect and to look upon your accomplishments. It's like you may not be in the spot that you want to be, but at least you're comfortable. This person may be very peaceful. And I mean, it may be uncomfortable knowing that you are still 3 pentacles shy from a whole 10. But considering how you are 7 down, you can be pretty. And it's funny because this 7 of Pentacles, this person in the 7 of Pentacles has their eyes gazing down on the Empress. So it's like deep down, you know exactly who you want to be, what you want your life to look like. You probably go to the website of your favorite vehicle and look at it, or look at homes in your price range. But you have to be careful because what you don't see coming, what's at the bottom of the deck, is the devil. And maybe you're trying to leave these toxic people. But you can only do that if you follow your intuition, remain hopeful, high vibrational. And there are certain cycles that Spirit is trying to get you to close out, because there may be secretly competing against you. They may be jealous about you. They may be putting the spiritual blockages in your way because you are beautiful, gorgeous, sexy. Things come to you effortlessly. You're a go-getter. You're that Aries. You got that fire, that 1-2 punch. You're not a little choo-choo train. You're not a chugga-chugga choo-choo. Okay? You're a bullet train. You go fast. You go hard. Okay? You get the things done. All right? And so they would rather see you crying. They want to take your fire out. Okay? Maybe they'd want to put something in your drink. Sabotage you, spoil your plans in some way, and leave you in the 5 of Pentacles after you worked so hard in perfecting something. They do not want to see it. They do not want you to transform from that from that 8 of Pentacles. They want to see you transform from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. They would rather see you disappointed. I don't know. They don't know you're a magician though. So success is your birthright. Judgment comes for them. You know what? Judgment comes after the 6 of Wands. So your success is dependent on their karma. Okay? That's the only way they get their karma. So you better, if you're afraid of being in this Emperor energy, you're going to have to tough titty, okay? You want to shit on these hoes, or do you want to be comfortable? I mean, you can't be comfortable. You said right now, your secret motivation is this Empress energy. You need to be this Empress to be successful. You need to be successful to feel comfortable. So, I know you got to figure some stuff out. All right. So, let's see. That's that on that. Spiritual Special messages from my Aries. Final messages for my Aries placements. You may be feeling stuck. Shift your approach and regain momentum with small steps. Okay? Didn't I say you are not a chugga choo choo? You are a bullet train. Okay? What's that look like? A bullet. That's not semen. That's a bullet train. Well, that's I don't know what the space shuttle, whatever. But you know what I'm saying. It was like a bullet shooting out of a gun into the galaxy. Okay. See, Spirit is trying to catapult you to your dreams, trying to shoot you amongst the stars so you can manifest your desires. But you either are not listening, you're not doing the work necessary to listen to the divine. You're probably too much in your head, focused on the physical, instead of aligning with that energy, instead of taking inspired action after getting into the energy. There's a difference between going to Chat GPT for a marketing campaign, going to a coaching business for a sales approach, sales funnel, versus going to the divine for your own path. Until I stopped looking for outside sources and started looking within for the answers of what I should do to be successful in my life, I was stuck, stagnant, stressed out, unhappy. Okay? Baby. Okay. Come on. Now, you gotta make that shift. Yeah, let's see. Card at the bottom of the deck says fear of exposure may be keeping you guarded. Let go of past wounds and trust again. So you need to learn how to do shadow work. You need to learn how to reset your nervous system, rewire your brain. It's really not that hard once you get used to it. A lot of people are just afraid of their emotions. If you need help, let me know. I do have coaching specials. Well, anywho, that is all for today, Aries. I hope this helps. Remember, this is your shadow work reading. If you like the way I read, do not hesitate to like, comment, or subscribe. And if you do subscribe, just know I have different reading topics each week. Okay, when I say this space is dedicated for deep healing, I mean that. All right, so if you're ready for a wild healing ride and watching your dreams manifest just by following your intuition, come on back to the Jaguar's Den. All right, but until then, happy healing.